Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not someone who will go far in his career, even if he sometimes talks a lot or sounds excited about opportunities. He likes the idea of doing well, but he doesn't have the drive or the staying power to really push himself ahead. He finds comfort in what's familiar instead of chasing big professional growth.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to break down rather than bounce back. He reacts quickly and emotionally when stressed, so you might see him get angry, upset, or even lash out over small problems. He often needs time to cool off and doesn't have the habit of bouncing back with a fresh mindset.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He may have a tough time getting along with people at work. While he can be caring, his quick temper and blunt way of speaking often lead to arguments or misunderstandings. Even when he tries to be friendly, his hot headed nature can cause trouble.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will feel happy for you and genuinely proud of your success. He isn't the jealous or insecure type when it comes to your achievements. Even if he isn't personally ambitious, he doesn't see your success as a threat.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he won't secretly resent you or feel insecure. He isn't measuring his worth by how much he brings home, so your higher income won't bother him. He may even show pride in your achievements during conversations with others.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is very careful with money and likes to keep things organized when it comes to spending. You'll see that he pays attention to details, plans ahead, and avoids buying things impulsively. You won't have to worry about sudden surprises or reckless spending.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can afford and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He is practical about his choices and likes to keep things simple and sensible. If you're with him, you won't have to worry about hidden debts or financial show offs.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He has a genuinely kind heart and cares a lot about people. But when it comes to money, he is careful. He won't throw money around for show. But if someone truly needs help, Or if there's an important reason, he can be generous in his own quiet way. However, he won't spend just to impress or join in wasteful habits.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money, not secretive or controlling. You'll find that he's straightforward when it comes to discussing expenses, budgets, and savings. There's no need to worry about hidden spending or rude surprises.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He definitely believes that housework should be shared and not just your job. He likes things neat and organized, so he's likely to do his part to keep the home running smoothly. He doesn't hold old fashioned ideas about women doing everything at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and watch you work. He wants the house to be orderly, and he knows that means pitching in. He doesn't believe chores are only for women and likes the feeling of everyone working together.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tends to argue to prove he's right more than trying to really understand your side. When there's a disagreement, he can get emotional and jump into defending himself, sometimes missing what you're trying to say. It's not that he doesn't care, he just reacts quickly and feels strongly about his own point of view.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he is likely to say hurtful things or act aggressive rather than stay respectful. His temper can get the best of him, and he might raise his voice, use harsh words, or even slam doors when he feels upset. These reactions can make arguments feel much bigger and heavier than they need to be.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry quickly. Small things might set him off, and his temper can flare up without much warning. He might yell, snap, or say things he regrets in the heat of the moment, making the atmosphere at home tense.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it hard to say sorry and take responsibility when things go wrong. Most times, instead of admitting his mistake, he will blame you or make excuses to avoid feeling at fault. This can leave you feeling unheard and stuck, always having to fix things or let go of your own feelings for peace.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He might struggle to fully respect your boundaries or understand that no means no, especially in the heat of the moment. Sometimes, when he wants something or feels strongly about an issue, he can push too hard or ignore your wishes, thinking his way is right. This can feel uncomfortable or even unsafe at times, especially when you clearly need space or want to say no.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding that everyone has off days, he might get upset, feel rejected, or even blame himself or you for the situation. This can put extra pressure on you and make you feel guilty for just wanting space or rest.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You may need to be cautious about trusting him with your private moments. When he's angry or upset, he can get emotional and might bring up things you shared in confidence to start an argument or prove his point. It's important to protect your feelings and share deeply only if you're sure he has earned your trust over time.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values security and routine in his life, so he isn't the type to go looking for excitement or attention outside the relationship. His focus is usually on making his home and close relationships steady and comfortable.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He isn't over possessive or someone who acts jealous and controlling. He doesn't spend his energy checking up on you, questioning your friendships, or acting suspicious all the time. If anything, his caring side shows up in support, not in controlling behavior.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature isn't really a sign of a controlling personality. He cares about your well being and likes to help where he can, but it doesn't turn into telling you what to do or setting strict rules for you. You'll notice that he prefers fairness and teamwork instead of bossing you around.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to do most of the work alone. He believes in sharing daily tasks and routines, whether it's feeding, cleaning, playing, or helping with homework. He wants the family to run smoothly and knows that means working together.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper quickly rather than stay calm. Small problems or chaos at home can make him raise his voice or act out. Even if it's just a simple mistake, he doesn't mean to scare anyone, but it's hard for him to control strong emotions.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have your own dreams, opinions, and needs apart from family duties. He cares about fairness and helping out, so he'll do his part at home and encourage you to also care for yourself.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will support your career now and then secretly expect you to quit after you have a child. He truly values teamwork at home and believes both partners should have their own goals and happiness. You can expect open conversations and fair decisions about balancing work and home.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just act polite on the surface. He genuinely cares about family and wants to create good relationships with the people who matter to you. He isn't someone who fakes kindness just for show. The efforts he makes come from his heart. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to get upset quickly and make things worse rather than handle it calmly. His temper flares easily in tense situations, so small irritations or family drama can lead him to raise his voice or react sharply. He doesn't always think before responding, and his emotions can get in the way of keeping peace.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he may be modern and supportive with you in private, but when it comes to his relatives, he could expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife. Around family, he might want you to follow certain customs, dress modestly, or show extra respect, even if he's more relaxed with you at home. This is often because he values harmony and wants to avoid upsetting his family's expectations, even if his own views are different. If this matters to you, talk openly about finding a balance.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his family, he is likely to stay out of it or take a middle path rather than openly support you in front of them. He doesn't like conflict and often avoids taking sides, especially in family matters, because he wants to keep peace and avoid drama. It's not that he doesn't care, he just struggles with confrontation.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He isn't a complete mummy's boy, but he does find it hard to take sides in conflicts, especially with his mother. While he cares about you, he deeply values family harmony and struggles with open confrontation. This doesn't mean he doesn't care. It shows he doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings or make matters worse.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he may sometimes share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister, especially when he feels upset or overwhelmed. He might not see this as a big problem, thinking it helps him get advice or calm down. Over time, this can chip away at trust and privacy in your relationship, making it harder for both of you to handle issues as a team.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being in a relationship with this man means your daily life will feel steady but sometimes stormy. He brings warmth, care, and will share chores and family duties, so you won't have to carry all the load alone.